and 8, and 9, and 10. Oh, man. Ugh, that's rough. Things are heavy. Yeah, so we are a little bit less than 2 months away from the Smash Mouth Pro Wrestling event, Smashfest. It's going to be Saturday, April 8th at Inman's Bowling and Recreation Center in Valparaiso, Indiana. And as we approach this event, I have been given the chance to be in the corner of Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz as they go in there to defend their Smash Mouth Pro Wrestling tag team titles at Inman's. And you know, when I first heard that I was going to have this opportunity, I was seriously excited about this because I love those guys. They are strong, they are talented, they're athletic, they just go through people like butter. And then I started thinking, what business do I have being in that corner? They're just strong, athletic, talented. They're everything I'm not. I don't have any of those. I don't have any of those traits. I don't belong in the same building as them, much less standing close to them around the corner of the ring. So, I mean, heck, called a guest manager. I'm not even their real manager. That's the mighty C. Red. And he says no one gets to take his place as manager, and he's right. I'm not trying to. I'm just going to hang out for a day, But still, maybe it wasn't for me. Maybe I'm not in my place there. But then I thought, all right, there's almost 2 months left, and so maybe if I go into a training regimen, a strong training regimen between now and then, I can show my dedication and maybe get some worthiness of belonging with these guys and see what I can do. So that's where I'm at right now. Hang on, I'm working hard. I think I gotta replenish my carbs. Pardon me for a sec. It's a good donut. Yeah. Molson Canadian hits the spot. All right, that's better. So here's what's happened between then and now. Then was in November at Smash Funk 8 when Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz won the tag team titles. The team that came in with the titles was Legion. During the gauntlet match that they had to endure to keep their titles, they were distracted by the Midwest Monsters, and they took off chasing the Midwest Monsters out of the venue. And Team Legendary stepped up and came this close to walking away with the titles until Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz came out and took them away from Team Legendary. And so going into Smashfest in April, I was excited. Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz, they're coming back to defend those titles, but who are they going to face? And Legion, I figured they were off chasing the Midwest Monsters. They'd have their own match. Legion be rightfully pissed at them. And so probably Team Legendary, they won another crack at those titles, and so that's probably who Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz would face. And no disrespect to Team Legendary, but I wasn't really worried about that because they've been in the business for a while. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just they haven't been the same since Alexander S. Kirk lost the mustache. Kind of like Sansa losing his hair, and so they didn't really pose a threat anymore. But then I found out that indeed Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz were going to face Legion. And my confidence was shaken a little bit because I know they're pissed. And if they can't take it out on the Midwest Monsters, then they've got to take it out on somebody. It's going to be rough. I mean, they're called Legion because there's only 2 of them, but it seems like there's a lot more when you're facing them. They're destroyers. But, at the end of the day, they are not Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz. So that's where we're going to start at Smashfest. Legion against Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz. I started, when I sat down, I was talking about how I don't think I'm worthy. I'm not worthy to be in the ring or near the ring with Marche Rocket and Acid Jazz. And so as these things go, I'm probably supposed to say, Legion, they don't belong in the same ring either. But I can't say that because that is not true. They've been around. They have plenty of accolades. They belong in any ring they want to be in. They can reach out and try to grab any prize that they want to take, except for one. The one thing they cannot have is the Smash Mouth Pro Wrestling Tag Team titles, as long as Marche Rockett and Acid Jazz want to keep them. So Legion, bring your best. I know it's going to be violent. It's going to be a frightening spectacle at Smashfest on Saturday, April 8th, but there's only one way this ends, and that's with Marche Rockett and Acid Jazz walking out with those Smash Mouth Pro Wrestling Tag Team titles still in their hands. And just so you know, after this match, Legion, I will be rooting for you when you go after the Midwest Monsters. Yeah. So anyway, see you in April. Back to some training. I think now I'm up for some squats. I think switch from arms to legs. That's in order. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I think I ripped my hands.